it has taken me forever to do this with all the complications on my channel and whatnot, but I am finally unboxing the ASUS ePad TF101 transformer. This is the 16 gig model and I don't have the keyboard on me today, but I am still very excited to bring you this unboxing because even though everyone and their dog has pretty much done it at this point, I have not yet and I am still excited. The one that I had before when I did a little bit of content on the TF101 back closer to launch was a demo unit. So I did not have a retail box. I could not share with you the retail box. Unboxing experience. The inside of the box is black. Very stylish. Okay, the product itself is there. And now I will move it. The plastic that holds the product is also black. Ah, there's all the accessories. So, let's have a look at the accessories themselves. The first thing we find is a little ePad paper thingamajiggy holder. It's a paper holder. There. Finally managed to spit it out. We have a user's manual, which is obviously not very complete. Really, you're using Android, so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, browse the forums, try things, just try things, because Android, what I discovered, was a little bit hard for me to get into. I spent a fair amount of time with a Motorola Zoom over the last little while, and it doesn't feel quite right at first, but once you set it up the way that you like it, it's very, very natural to use. And so this is Android Honeycomb. A couple tips for using your ePad. So they show you how to use some of the included things, including the file manager, which allows you to manage your internal storage, removable devices, including the micro SD port, and removing the external storage devices. So there you go, there's a little icon there. So that's one of the more transformer specific ones. You got a charger cable here, so that's just a USB charger cable. And you also have a wall wart, so you got a power to USB power adapter guy right there. Now, the transformer TF101 itself. Actually, let's see what ASUS has to say for itself in terms of what they think are the best features right off the bat here. So, 178 degrees. Now, ASUS they're not shy about advertising that they are using an IPS panel in here that is covered with Gorilla Glass. That is a premium feature. IPS panel means you not only have better viewing angles, so you can pretty much see what's on the screen, even from way over here, but you also have better color accuracy regardless of where you're looking at it from. So that is a great feature. They also claim up to 9.5 hours of battery life, and that is with the screen at 60 nits, as I recall, in terms of brightness, and playing back 720p video. Next, SRS 3D stereo sound. Don't bother coming in, it's okay, I can read these. So it does have stereo speakers, and they do have software on here that allows you to, in theory, enjoy surround sound, but my experience with those software solutions in the past is that they're not that compelling. I would still say, though, that compared to something like an iPad 2, having stereo speakers on the unit is a definite plus. That is a selling point for sure, because using the iPad 2 to watch videos over the last little while has kind of annoyed me that it only has one speaker and that the speaker is hidden away on the back of the unit. Next, we have a 10-finger multi-touch input, so you can potentially put both of your hands on it and go like this, should you so desire. If you want to like Fruit Ninja it up and you're like, I just want to hit everything, then you can use all 10 fingers if you want. Next, we've got a keyboard dock with USB and SD card reader that is optional. So that also includes an extended battery. Like I said, I don't have that today, but that does use these latches right here, as well as this input in order to connect not only the, I already said that, the USB SD card reader and the extended battery, as well as the keyboard. And then it folds up like a laptop, and it also acts as a case/screen protector. It is also 680 grams light. Really? They say 680 grams light. Well, I would say it is 680 grams of weight, or 680 grams heavy, but, everyone can interpret that the way they desire. So why don't we turn this baby on? Now, like the Zoom, which is one of the tablets that I have more experience with than this particular one, like the Zoom, the transformer is intended to be used in portrait mode. So you can actually, here, give me a second, I'm going to grab my iPad. So like the Zoom, the transformer has its webcam as well as its light sensor on the top. You can see that the logo here is right side up when you are holding it in landscape mode. So when you compare that to something like an iPad 2 where your camera's here, Steve Jobs clearly is expecting you to use the tablet more like how you would use a traditional notepad. Okay, so actually you can see that mine is locked in landscape mode right now. or you would be able to see that if I could figure out how to unlock it. Normally it's over here. Oh, right, because I set up the button. So yeah, I didn't even know how to get it to go into portrait mode because I predominantly use it for watching videos. Actually, here's the thing I complained about before, where the iPad 2's only speaker is on the back, which means that if you're watching videos in a less than ideal environment, you are not going to be able to hear it very well. So let's get back to the TF101. It's running with a Tegra 2 processor. This is something I haven't mentioned yet, and this is a huge advantage that a lot of the Honeycomb tablets running Tegra 2 have over something like an Apple iPad. So you have way more 3D performance out of a Tegra 2 than you're going to get out of any other chip on the market. Now, there aren't a ton of games that take advantage of it, but the titles are rapidly rolling in. So even something like Fruit Ninja looks better on Tegra 2, and I'm not even kidding, because the fruit will actually be far more round and less polygon-y like this when you're slicing through. I mean, does it make a huge difference to the gameplay experience? No, but it's still kind of cool that you do get better graphics out of the Tegra 2 platform. Now, in terms of a few more spec things before I just finish up with the physical look of the unit, I've turned it on now. Okay, you've got a 1.2 megapixel camera in the front. The camera on the back is a 5 megapixel camera, and that is also located in an ideal location for landscape mode use, whereas you can see once again on the iPad 2 it is configured more for portrait use. Alright, and I think that's pretty much it actually. Okay, so physical layout. Let's have a look at the buttons. So here's our power button here on the side. This is a far more ideal location than the one on the Zoom in my opinion, which is on the back. Right here. Don't bother getting too close, it's okay, I'm just showing general things. So on the side here, it means that when you're using it, whether you're using it like this or like this, you can kind of reach it. Whereas when it's on the back, it's very awkward to reach up here. It's not always comfortable. So on the top, we don't have any buttons at all. On this side, we've got a microphone port, or rather, sorry, headphone/microphone port, so that can be used with the with like a headset style device. We have a mini HDMI. That is such a cool feature. Mini HDMI is, don't bother getting too close, it's okay. Mini HDMI is great for playing games like that Wave Runner style game, where basically you can go like this and then you can actually watch the big screen at the same time. So it does support 1080p output over HDMI. Finally, we have a micro SD card. So this is the big reason why very few people are buying 32 gig transformers, because you can buy the 16 gig, buy yourself a cheapo micro SD card, throw it in there, and all of a sudden you've got a bunch more storage. Now, in terms of the, Gorilla Glass, what does that mean? It means you've got a very durable piece of glass on the front and on the back. This is a huge complaint I have about the iPad 2. So you can see the back of my iPad 2. I've only had this thing for about a month. Got a big old scratch there. That was actually from sliding it across a granite countertop. Generally the back looks totally grungy and horrible already. The back of the transformer, I mean, it's not real attractive. It's brown, let's be honest here. But what it is very durable, very scratch resistant. I guarantee you. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a brand new transformer and I'm going to go like this. Because I don't care. Because the textured appearance of the back is going to really mask and really hide things like fingerprints and small surface scratches much better than most other surfaces out there. So thank you for checking out my unboxing of the ASUS Transformer TF101. Don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for more unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos. Sorry guys, some clarification about the speaker. That's cameraman, by the way, who's visiting us here. He's going out to lunch, but I can't because I'm busy. So these are not the speakers. Sorry about that. That's just a textured pattern on the side of the unit. The speakers are actually located here and here on the other side. So while that is significantly better than being located on the back, it's still not going to give you quite the sound performance of a front-mounted speaker. And I actually don't know if any of these tablets have front-mounted speakers. So I had originally thought these were in the front. They're not. So there, small correction. Sorry guys, one more note. ASUS also advertises 1 year of unlimited web storage that comes with the TF101, so that's kind of cool.